In this video, we are going to be analysing Meta, also known as Facebook, if that's what you still know it as. But to get straight into it, firstly, we can see after hours, this stock has sunk. So we can see it's fallen around, as of right now, 5%. They have just had their earnings. But one thing that was good, and I mean, if you go back and check our snap analysis, we just did it on here. This was a different reaction. We had the bad earnings, it shot down, but we didn't get a bounce back to this level, which is sometimes you see, and it's usually down to the algorithms. But on Meta, you did see this. It popped down, it quickly came back to kind of its initial reaction level, and then continued to fade down. So this does show Meta, it has kind of been priced in, and we would really expect it to open near enough around this level, because this is now going to be considered its kind of fair value, at least coming into tomorrow's open. So it's just interesting to see and just something to keep an eye on. So don't be trying to play that gap fill tomorrow, because again, it's moved on a fundamental reason. Yes, there's always a chance it will, but usually on a fundamental reason, you don't see that gap fill happen right away. So though, straight onto the technical side of it, and one thing to note, again, fundamentals are always a key driver, especially right now we've just had earnings. That is always going to be the main driver, so don't be paying attention to the technicals when the fundamentals are still fresh. You just use technicals really just to kind of get good entries. You have your tight stops and try and trade it that way. Otherwise, just wait for the stock to calm down a bit, and then you can trade a bit more strongly off the technicals. Anyway, if we do continue down, then we are looking at around $10 and $110. Very far kind of still from where we are now. We haven't even come into a 52-week low. We can see our 52-week low is at 122. From the earnings release, we are now sitting at 125. So there's still room to go to the downside if we can break that 52-week low, but it is holding up surprisingly well, considering we are still that close to the 52-week low. And really that would be our key level to the downside. If we broke further, it would just be kind of the 100 psychological level and the $82 level, which would be our second deviation on the 6-month chart. But really, as of right now, that would be the key focus. Now, if we start to push up instead, then we do have targets at 137. And if we are able to break that, we are then looking at 166 and 181. Now, these levels are quite far, so we don't really need to go out and do all these levels, because in all reality, the key focus as of right now is, can we come back to this 137? If not, in time, and really if we break that 52-week low, so around 122, if we break this, come back for that retest, expect to fade all the way down to 110, and especially if markets continue weak. I mean, we saw today they did close down near 1% down. If this kind of performance continues, then we can definitely see Meta in time fade down to 110. Anyway, that is the main breakdown on Meta. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.